I walk in faith with our one and only true Creator, the greatest Creator ever, our one and only truly gracious God. Without our one and only true Creator, there would not be, we would not be. This one certainly would not ever want to be. This one does not ever want to know a second, a nanosecond, not any ever without our one and only true Creator. And that is so. It is promised to those that did not betray that this would not ever be, to know what it is to be without our one and only true Creator. It is recollected in this prophecy, and these videos are about this prophecy as set forth by our one and only true Creator, based on the multitude of betrayals. One betrayal is one goddamn too many. It is a multitude. So do not get anything misconstrued here. As so, I speak in faith, very so, very respectfully so, per our one and only true Creator. So it is recollected, music set forth all is so, not any that has betrayed has any. You have been deemed worthless by God for your betrayals. You elected to betray after all being told so. All the face was so in this prophecy. The betrayer seeks, knows verbatim word, every word spoken by the innocent creations who walk in faith with our one and only true Creator, to hurt God and disrespect God. You set out music and so, not being able to sing. You're deemed worthless. How would you have an ability so? You could not. You took from so the first prophecy, recordings, and so, betrayers, and so forth, and implied, and so, all fraudulently displays of celebrity status, whether in movies, also it is a fraud for self. You are flesh eaters. It is recollected you eating innocent little sweethearts of creations from God in front of God, and so proclaiming to eat God. And this has been said before, yes. But we discuss and elaborate here as to other the frauds set forth by you betrayers about your abilities, how success is measured in physical and financial attainment and achievement, none of which is ever so given forth by God. All were to exist and go through this prophecy in faith, respectfully so, harmoniously so. This prophecy did not have to be with hate and jealousy and money taken from innocent creations, trees, paper with ink splattered on, so with photos, pictures of a betrayer proclaiming worth, and so deeds drawn up for property, innocent creations manipulated into building, into structures, proclaiming worth and value to the self instead of from God, manipulated to oppress the innocent who stand in faith respectfully so with God, and imply how they have nothing of physical value. But the truth is they are the wealthiest in truth by God, as given and deemed by God. And no other can override God, what God deems. No matter how many manipulations, infiltrations, fake recordings implying that you can sing, that you're a rock and roll group. And so, Joan Jett, Motley Crue, I don't care who you are, then sue me for telling the truth. I walk in faith. You cannot take from what God has given to this one. So, what do you do? This one continues walking in faith. God's innocent little sweet son creation, seek and walk. You don't follow this one in faith. I'm an innocent creation. I do not seek this. I walk in faith with the one and only true Creator. But without the one and only true Creator, this one is worthless. This one does not ever want to know that. And that is the truth. Seeing you with 6 eyes, 3 arms, 1 leg, in wheelchairs with your stories of fighting in battle, false proclaimances of veteranship, veteran status, and so. You are a liar. All these sob stories about accidents, how you lost your leg, all these deformities, and so. You are goddamn liars. You betrayed God. Not any. God did not create any like so in this form of 5 and 6 feet tall creations, much larger than any other, eating other creations, and so why the fuck were they? God is about love, truth, purpose, respect, faith, and integrity. How the fuck would that ever fit, you liars? With your false proclaimances and so. Proclaiming to lock one up. Judges sitting on benches, falsely passing judgment on others. Imprisoning, so. Using that as a means to manipulate what they proclaim as order for self. To show God, ha, we have control here. Fuck you. You did this to yourselves. And there is a fake bench warrant out there. I did not go out and break any law. Quote unquote law. God told what was so. Who is any to write up and so and proclaim anything other than what God had already so set forth and told in respect and love, truth, purpose, faith, and with great integrity for every creation, including you betrayers. You were created with love and so. Exactly so. But you took it there. You thought so. With all this and that and so and so. Celebrity status. Look at me, you proclaim. On television. With your money. And your name brand. So. These big properties. It's all manipulations to show. And try to challenge faith. And oppress. And hurt. Innocent creations. And laugh at God. You think so? You truly think so? It is recollected. You curling around on the floor, faces in each other's asses, sucking ashes with straws, sucking the shit from each other's asses. Yes, we recollect you. Laughing, telling we that we could be like you. If we want to be like you, we must do this. We must do that. No fucking way would this one ever want to be an ass sucker with a straw. Betraying God for my own, not ever. Over my dead body. It is recollected, your laughter about how you would have this and that, and how we would be out on the streets and be put on leashes and chains and so. Left outside, faces rubbed in piss and shit. Left with physically nothing, success being measured by so. Bank account balances and so. Fuck you. You are recollected. We do know. It is exactly so as prophesied. No more. After this prophecy, you will not ever be again. And that is told by God. Not ever. You rot. Exactly so. You deserve what? You reap what you sow. You deserve what the fuck you've been told by God. You rot. And you deserve to rot. Forever betraying God. Ever.